Welcome back in. Welcome back in. It's your boy Mike coming at y'all, man. Week 9, trade deadline now in the books. Of course, in that last episode, we did trade away starting linebacker Kaiser White. We think that rookie Cam Wilhelm was ready to step in. And, Kaiser is not getting any younger. He was due for a contract, got a 5th-round pick, wanted to replenish the coffers on those draft picks a little bit. But to get started, man, this week, we're going to be taking on the 5-2 Carolina Panthers. We currently sit at 5-3, and this is going to be a good litmus test on, how we should be feeling about our team this season. And of course, we do have a breakout opportunity for Lewis Seen. Shocking one there. Didn't think he had a particularly good game last week, but we'll take it. Panthers going to be commanded by Bryce Young now in his 2nd season. You take a look, those accuracies are coming along. He's really developing into a pretty good player, up to 82 overall, 83 with that morale. Brian Burns, though. Best player on this team, 89 overall, fresh off of a brand new contract, and X Factor pass rusher, man, Paris Johnson or DJ Humphries are going to have their hands full. Whoever has to deal with him and his speed off the edge. Miles Sanders, now in his 2nd season with the Panthers, also an excellent player. 88 overall. We know how shifty and elusive he can be. Trust me, I'm a Cowboys fan, so I've seen firsthand the type of damage that he can do. And he's truly looking like he's blossoming into a full, power horse back. And then you would talk about Jonathan Mingo, who with the retirement of Adam Thielen, he's now going to be the lead pass catcher on this team. Just 77 overall in his 2nd season, but very, very good size. The speed is in a good place, 91 speed, 92 acceleration. And then that jumping rating at 90 is very much impressive. So certainly going to have to make sure that we keep him in account on each and every snap, as we are going to go ahead and get some upgrades going. Ty Davis Price now up to an 83 +1 speed. Love to see that. And man, Davis Price, someone that we've talked about quite a bit. I love what he's done as the lead back, as we see Keegan Buchanan going up to a 78. I love what he's done as the lead back. I think what we've seen just, based off of last season and then so far up to this point in the season is that Davis Price can be a lead back. He can be a workhorse back, but he needs kind of, a thunder to his light, or a lightning to his thunder, rather. He's big, he's strong, he's elusive now at this point, much more so than he was, when he initially came to the team. And we're going to be leaning on him, down the stretch of the season. Glenn Roberts has had very good games. He's also had some games that haven't been, amazing. As you take a look, Miles Sanders in his last game, 3 rushing touchdowns. How about that from him? No carries of over 20 yards, but man, when you get in the end zone 3 times, doesn't matter. But as Roberts continues his progression, with the ups and the downs, we need Ty Davis Price to continue to look like the back that he was last season and up to this point in the year for us. Take some of that pressure off of our rookie quarterback. And, when the ground game is working, that is any quarterback's best friend, not just a rookie, but any quarterback's best friend. And we're going to hopefully look to take advantage of what is not a great run-stopping defensive front. Brian Burns, as fantastic as he is as a pass rusher, not really that good at setting the edge. Derek Brown going to be leading the way up the middle for them in that capacity. But let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the team. And as we mentioned, of course, Bryce Young leading the way there at quarterback. Clayton Tune making his way in there as well, of course, formerly one of our quarterbacks. Miles Sanders going to be the lead back. Chuba Hubbard likely to get a snap or 2 here and there. Adam Prentice at fullback. At receiver, got Jonathan Mingo leading the way, with Noah Brown coming over from the Texans and Terrace Marshall as well. May see some Equanimous St. Brown also. Hunter Henry and Hayden Hurst at tight end. Ike Ekwonu at left tackle, now in his third season. Brady Christensen at left guard. Bradley Bozeman at center. Austin Corbett and Taylor Moton round out the right side of that line. At left end, you're going to have Dean Lowry, Derek Brown. Those guys going to primarily work up the middle along with Shai Tuttle. Frankie Louvu gonna man one pass rusher spot. Shaq Thompson, Jordan Hicks, and Caden Ellis, veteran linebacker duo there, and Brian Burns on the opposite side. J.C. Horn, Dante Jackson, and Byron Jones back from his injury, signed back into the league. Love to see that for him. The rookie Childress may see some reps here and there. And then you're gonna go ahead and have Von Bell, and Xavier Woods, man, in those safety spots. And Carolina will go ahead and get the ball first. Bryce Young comes onto the field. His season so far, 1,600 yards, 10 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Not an amazing stat line, if we're being honest, especially for a team that's sitting at 5-2. But, he's apparently doing enough to help this team win, or at least doing enough to not lose. And on his first snap, he's going to find Jonathan Mingo, want to get him established early. 5 catches for 86 yards a week ago. Now here we are, 2nd and 5. Going to have 2 tight ends in here. It's Henry and Hayden Hurst. Miles Sanders gets the ball going left. Zaven Collins meets him after a gain of 2. Now on 3rd and 3, Cardinals looking like they're going to press those DBs up a little bit, want to take away anything short, and they're going to hand off. No, they're not. They're going to fake the pass or the run to Miles Sanders. He's going to air it out for Noah Brown. Stinson can't make the tackle, and Noah Brown going to just accelerate into the end zone completely unimpeded after that point. And Carolina getting things going here early as you see Brown and Mingo flexing for the fans. What a good play fake there by Carolina. Looks like pressing those DBs up ended up not being the best thing to do, and Carolina took full advantage of it. A quick opening drive touchdown for the Panthers, and now it's Arizona's turn with the ball, as there's Glenn Roberts, now 8 games into his young career, 2,149 yards, 22 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Now, those numbers are all very good and very high. Interceptions, unfortunately, not in a space that you want them to be. You definitely want those to be a lot lower, really. But here we are, 1st and 10. Going to have 2 receivers each side. Antonio Gibson in the backfield. Pressure in his face. He's going to air one out for Rondale Moore. And Moore had Byron Jones beat down the field, unable to connect with him there, just overthrown. Now 2nd and 10. They're going to hand off. No, they're going to fake it to Ty Davis Price. Roberts looking for something, and he's going to hit Davis Price on the sideline. Manages to keep his feet in bounds. Gain of 9, and now a 3rd and 1. Davis Price in the backfield. He's going to get the carry here, his first of the game. Not going to be enough there. They're going to mark him short. And on 4th and inches, risky decision here from Arizona and head coach Mike White. They are going to go ahead and go for it in their own territory. Davis Price gets the give. Good blocks on the left side. Dante Jackson able to wrap him up and take him down after a gain of 9. Fresh set of downs now. Arizona continuing to work. Ty Davis Price continues in the game, and Roberts going to air one out for Rondale Moore. This time he does connect with him. He beats Byron Jones on the deep pattern, and Xavier Woods there to go ahead and clean it up. 33-yard gain for Rondale Moore there. And that's what you need to see, man. You need to see Roberts really focus on this accuracy. We understand, when he came into the league, when we drafted him, that, throwing the ball was going to be a work in progress. But we've seen him far too often overshoot receivers. And at points, it's certainly killed this offense as Antonio Gibson gets the give 7 yards up the middle, to the left side, rather. Now they're in the red zone at the 19-yard line. Going to hand off. Davis Price, good blocks. Looking for one more. Tries to beat Dante Jackson and does, but reinforcements arrive for the Panthers. Now here we are, 1st and 10, 15-yard line. Glenn Roberts in the spread look. Got a 5 wide, and he's going to look for Chase Claypool on that left side. Saw Rondale Moore flashing open across the middle. Decided to try to give Chase Claypool a chance to go up and get it. Not able to there. And now Antonio Gibson on 2nd and 10. Good, tough run there. Antonio Gibson, run of 11. They're going to hurry things up back to the line. 4 yards away from that touchdown. And Roberts going to air it out looking for Trey McBride, and it's intercepted. Von Bell, did you see how the way that he jumped in front of that pass? Excellently read by the veteran safety. Roberts thought that he had McBride open and did for a very, very short time. Von Bell, though, able to take that space away, jumps in front, and that is not what you want if you are a Cardinals fan, man, as they're showing some pressure. 4 yards away from tying the ball game, and those interception woes come back to bite them, but they get it right back. Cameron Thomas, the pass rushing linebacker, of course, in coverage, though, that time, and he steals one away from Bryce Young 1 play later. How about that one? Really, really good coverage from Thomas there. As you see, looks like just a matter of right place, right time. Gets in front of the pass intended for Noah Brown. Not able to find much space afterwards, but they will take it. They're back in business now at the 31-yard line, and they're going to go right back into that 5-out look, looking for Trey McBride, and it's knocked down by Xavier Woods. McBride not able to get up for that. Now 2nd and 10. Roberts gonna fake the handoff to Davis Price. Roberts looks like he's gonna run it himself, and does, chased by Shy Tuttle. Very, very good pursuit there from Tuttle. It's going to lead to a 3rd and 5 now at the 26-yard line. Roberts looking right side. McBride knocked down by Carolina. They will settle for a field goal, and the Panthers are back in business. They're going to fake the handoff, and Bryce Young's going to keep it himself. Going to leap over Lewis Seen before he's taken down there at the 30-yard line. Now 2nd and 5 as you see some more pressure being applied. Lewis Seen up there trying to make something happen. Bryce Young going to take the snap, going to look quickly left side to Jonathan Mingo. Andrew Stinson not able to get on there quickly enough. After nothing going really on 1st down, 2nd and 8 here at the 43-yard line. Seen in there again, dives, and he was completely faked out right there. Cameron Thomas, though, there to wrap things up. And 1 possession after getting the interception, Cam Thomas now forcing a long 3rd down with his first sack of the game. So here we are, 3rd and 15. What will the Panthers offense do? Bryce Young going to look to air it out, but he won't have an opportunity. That's Juan Drummond, the young defensive tackle, getting right up the middle for the 2nd straight play, for the 2nd straight sack for this Arizona defense. And their offense is going to go ahead and get the ball once again. Davis Price going right side, gain of 3. Of course, 81 yards on 13 carries a week ago against the Rams. A lot of that in, kind of garbage time, mop-up duty. But, it is what it is. As time continues to tick down, Roberts going to find Gibson quickly out of the backfield. He's going to be hit by Shaq Thompson, but not before he crosses that 1st down marker as we head to the end of the 1st quarter. And Carolina, of course, the big play to Noah Brown really been the highlight of their offensive performance up to this point. But the Cardinals just been shooting themselves in the foot. Could have really 14 points right now, but instead just have 3 and are now looking for some more, as Byron Jones surprisingly able to run step for step with Rondale Moore. Roberts not able to put it in the proper place. Byron Jones knocks it away. Now 2nd and 10, bringing McBride across the formation. Davis Price going to get it, and he's going to be hit down. That's Jordan Hicks for the loss of 3 there. Now 3rd and 13. Got trips to the right. Roberts dropping way back. Gonna go ahead and uncork this, looking for Rondale Moore again, and he overthrows him again. That's a few overthrows already here. Great punt gonna have them set up just at the 4-yard line, and 1st and 10, ball knocked away. Look at Cameron Thomas, man, just making plays. There's a reason he was named a team captain. After nothing going on 2nd down, here we are 3rd and 10, and they're gonna give it to Miles Sanders up the middle. Miles Sanders has blocks. Miles Sanders gets a big one from Hunter Henry, and he's off to the races. Jalen Johnson in pursuit. Andrew Stinson, Jalen Thompson, no one will catch him. That is a 96-yard touchdown from the veteran Miles Sanders. What blocking up front, man. Wouldn't have been possible. And then that next level block from Hunter Henry on Jalen Thompson completely knocked him out of the play. And Jalen Johnson, who is not the swiftest of feet, forced to try to catch him in a foot race, and it wasn't able to happen there. Carolina jumps out now 14-3. And that's 2 big offensive plays from Carolina that have propelled them, to their 14 points. Got to definitely clean that up, man, if you're Arizona. Not the type of offense where you should be giving up those kinds of plays. 1st and 10 now after a really good catch by Trey McBride, and they're going to look left side. Claypool hit hard by Dante Jackson. Roberts looked like he kind of set him up on that one a little bit, but he is able to hold on to it now. 2nd and 1. Roberts going to hand off. Antonio Gibson, pressure, immediately gets through, and he's going to be dropped for a loss there. Now 3rd and 3. Roberts going to hand off to Davis Price. He's not able to get there either. Going to set up another 4th and inches, and you know how aggressive this head coach is, man. Head coach Mike White does not play games, and Ty Davis Price in the backfield still. Roberts looking like he's trying to make some adjustments, and he's going to hand it off up the middle to Ty Davis Price, and Shaq Thompson blows it up immediately. What a stand by this Panthers defense. 2nd and 1, 3rd and 3, 4th and inches, doesn't matter. They were ready and waiting for it all day. Shaq Thompson hits the gap, knocks down Ty Davis Price immediately, and the Panthers will get the ball back at midfield. 6:30 left in this first half. Going to look quickly to Mingo again. Pass knocked away that time by Greedy Williams. Really good defense there. Now here we are, 2nd and 10. 2 tight ends set. Miles Sanders in the backfield alongside Bryce Young, and he's going to get the give. Going to be hit down for no gain at the line of scrimmage, setting up a 3rd and 10 now. And if you're Arizona, you want to get off the field here. Give your offense the ball back. Already down 11 points, but it's not going to happen. Lewis Seen not able to stick there with Hunter Henry. Gets the give pass right sideline for the 1st down. Now at the 39-yard line, another fresh set of downs here for Carolina. They're going to hand off Miles Sanders up the middle. Sanders has a little bit of room. Not sure what Jaron Kearse was doing there. Lewis Seen not able to get him down. Whole lot going on that play. Not enough tackling. Got to wrap up, man. Can't be just handing out 16-yard runs. Not a sustainable way of defending. As Mingo gets it, Jalen Thompson looked like he had an opportunity to undercut it. Not able to there. Now here we are, 3rd and 4, and once again, you see those DBs really pressed up on those receivers at the line. And it's not going to matter as Bryce Young finds Noah Brown for Brown's 2nd touchdown of the game. Noah Brown beats Jalen Johnson. He's doing the TikTok dances here, celebrating with Miles Sanders. And just like that, it is now a 3-score game. Definitely not something you want to see out of Jalen Johnson, man. He's this team's best corner and guarding the team's number 2 receiver. You'd expect him to act like it. Doesn't there. And now it's a 21-3 hole that Arizona finds themselves in as airing it out for Rashad Bateman. Double coverage. Not a great decision. 5 of 13, 78 yards and an interception. Glenn Roberts' current stat line on the game, as now here he is rolling out, gonna look for Trey McBride. Looked like the screen was done for, and he finds McBride for a gain of 20. How about that from Trey McBride? Keeping the play alive, keeping his route moving despite the breakdown, and the gain of 20 sets him up at the 45-yard line. 3:22 left in the game here. Trips to the right. They're gonna hand off Davis Price. Price makes a move, tries to cut it back inside. Nowhere to go. Gain of 2. 2, and he's averaging under 2 yards a carry so far in this game. This Panthers defense has been swarming. Now 2nd and 8. Roberts looking for Trey McBride, tries to lay out for it, and Roberts cannot hit him. Glenn Roberts, man, this game has not been a recipe for success from a passing standpoint, as they're going to set the screen up, get it to Ty Davis-Price on 3rd and 8. Davis-Price looking for that first down line and makes it, barely getting past there. Byron Jones ultimately bringing him down, but he will get that first down now past midfield at the 44-yard line. Again, going to have that spread formation, going to hit Chase Claypool for a gain of 25. Very, very good decision there from Roberts, quickly to Chase Claypool, as we are going to be brought to the 2-minute warning. And in the first play out of the 2-minute warning, going to have another trips look to the left this time. Going to give the delayed handoff to Antonio Gibson. Nowhere to run there. 2nd and 10. From the 18-yard line, Roberts making some adjustments. Davis-Price now checked back into the game. And Roberts, here he is, dropping back, looking. McBride, end zone, and he can't hit him again. How many overthrows are we going to see from Glenn Roberts here in this game? His receivers have been doing what they can to get open, as he forces one to Chase Claypool in the back left of the end zone, bringing up a 4th and 10 and forcing another Arizona field goal. As you take a look, Noah Brown, man, 2 catches, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. And yeah, man, again, we knew that there were going to be these ups and downs with Roberts, but so glaringly obvious so often in one half of football is just not a recipe for success, as pass is going to be knocked away there by the rookie Stinson. Going to bring up a 3rd and 8 after nothing going on 2nd down. Minute 10 left here in the first half, and he's going to find Jonathan Mingo. Mingo being chased by Jalen Thompson. Mingo, one man to beat. It's Stinson. Stinson dives, can't get him, and Jonathan Mingo on 3rd and 8. Oh man, what a play, man. What a throw, what a catch. Not particularly hard, greedy. Thought he might have had a chance for it. Doesn't. Plays the receiver. Doesn't work out in his favor. And a third just complete defensive breakdown results in another long score for Carolina. Now up 22 points at 28-6. And it looks like Arizona is truly melting down here as Byron Jones gets in on the cornerback blitz. Now 2nd and 16. Arizona still choosing to run plays, trying to make something happen here before we head to the half. Looking deep for Rondale Moore, knocked away. Was never really a good decision. Von Bell there. And now here we are on 3rd and 16. You see Rashad Bateman getting a double coverage treatment. One on, one bracket. And Roberts going to look for him, and he throws that directly to Xavier Woods. Not really sure where Roberts thought he was going with that one, but Xavier Woods there to pick it up, or to pick it off, rather, down to the 25-yard line. And this half of football is going to be one to forget for this Cardinals team. Very rare that you see them look so discombobulated and unorganized on both sides of the ball. But Carolina now with an opportunity to go up by 4 possessions here before the half, as Bryce Young going to go ahead and take off with it. Zaven Collins gets blocked. Bryce Young slides down at the 7-yard line. Now 14 seconds remaining. And if you're Arizona, man, you cannot afford to give up a touchdown here. And that's exactly what happens. Hunter Henry gets it, beats Jalen Thompson pretty much immediately. Looks like he's kind of trying to do the squabble. Love to see that. Don't love to see the touchdown, though. And, man, that is now 5 touchdowns for this Panthers offense in the first half alone. It's 35-6, and it is a slaughter. As Roberts hits Bateman on the deep shot left side. Not going to matter, though. Clock is going to hit 0 to take us to the second half. And the conversation that's going to be had in this locker room is going to have to be something, that legends are made of if they have any chance of getting back into this game. They've run 12 more plays than the Carolina Panthers, and they have 29 less points. But let's go ahead and take a quick breather, take a look at what's going on around the league, your halftime report. And first up, we are going to be in Detroit as our division rival Rams are hosted by the Lions. Jared Goff, only 2 incompletions, very efficient day, though he does have that interception. But Kirk Cousins just a little bit more efficient, has his team up 17-14. Here we are in in Cleveland. Broncos up 14-3 behind Russell Wilson's great game so far. Deshaun Watson, 1 of 7, 5 yards through the first half of football there. Not looking great for Cleveland. And then in Minnesota, you got the Colts taking on the Vikings. Kyler Murray trying to get his team their 4th win of the year. Just 2 incompletions between the 2 quarterbacks in here, Anthony Richardson and Kyler Murray, as they're locked in on a good game there. And, man, again, some serious soul searching going to have to be done by this team as we head out into the second half. Not sure that it's realistic to expect them to, make this one up, but they will try their darndest. But here we are, second half. Arizona does get the ball to start things out, and Roberts going to take the snap. He's going to look right side for Trey McBride, and it is complete. McBride having to dive for a lot of these passes today, which is not a sign of great accuracy, as Roberts looking, pressure in his face almost immediately. Rondale Moore in double coverage. Not quite the pass that you want to see there, but it will set up a 2nd and 10 as you got Gibson and Davis Price both in the backfield. Roberts going to drop back, and he's going to be sacked. That's Shaq Thompson getting in there alongside Perrion Winfrey, bringing Roberts down for the 2nd time this game. And it just has not gone well for this offense, for the quarterback, for the offensive line, for the defense. 3rd and 22. Again, at this point, you're just kind of taking a prayer shot, and they will look downfield. It's Rondale Moore again, and Roberts overthrows him once again. Now the Panthers with the ball, with the opportunity to go ahead and push this lead even further, as Miles Sanders fighting for tough yardage. Gain of 4 there down to the 31-yard line. Now here they have it, man. 2nd and 6. Gonna give the carry to Miles Sanders running right side. Lewis Seen, nearly a tackle for loss. Has yet to record any of those stats needed for that breakout. As you see, Wilhelm trying to get in there and gets back to hit the ball out of the hands of Noah Brown, forcing a 4th down and a punt, giving the ball back to his offense, who hopefully will remember how offense is played as Roberts rolls out. He's looking, going deep. Rashad Bateman finds him at the 24-yard line. And y'all, when I was recording this, I did not think he actually got his feet down, went to go look, and they are going to give it to him. As you see there, they're set up, big play. Could be a potential momentum shifter there, as Roberts now going to look short for Rondale Moore, who hasn't really had his name called too much in this game. 12 of 27 now for Roberts, 260 yards, 2nd catch of the game for Moore. Now here we are, 1st and 10, similar formation to what got picked off last time, but it won't get picked off this time, as Glenn Roberts finds Trey McBride in the end zone for the first Cardinals touchdown of the game. Yes, you heard that right, here in the 3rd quarter. And despite having the ball inside the red zone on multiple occasions, pay dirt is found for the first time by Arizona. And now the lead is cut down to just 22. As 1st and 10, Bryce Young rolling away, and he gets it to Jonathan Mingo. Mingo in a jump ball situation, multiple Cardinals players there in defense, but they're not going to come down with it or even swat it away. Instead, Mingo, with Andrew Stinson and Greedy Williams in the vicinity, is going to get the ball from Bryce Young, taking it past midfield. What a play there by the young receiver, as here we are, 1st and 10, and Bryce Young tried to force it to Hunter Henry, not able to there. Instead, it goes into the waiting arms of Zaven Collins, and just like that, man, there is life in this Arizona team. Glenn Roberts taking the snap, looking middle of the field. That's Rashad Bateman. Gain of 20 there, down to the 38-yard line. Fresh set of downs, his third catch of the game, 120 yards. Of course, that the first catch was right before the half as Roberts is intercepted for the third time. Von Bell gets number 2. Roberts, I don't know if he didn't see him. Not sure exactly what went on there in his head. Had a man going after him, Perion Winfrey. Von Bell following him the whole way. Tried to get that vintage rollout completion to Rashad Bateman. Not able to make it happen there. And Panthers have the ball back. 5 for 124 and a touchdown so far for Jonathan Mingo, as he's making Greedy Williams look not great. We'll say that. Miles Sanders gets the give. Cam Thomas not able to get away from his blocker and Taylor Moton, but Cam Wilhelm there to go ahead and wrap things up. 2nd and 9 now. Going to have 3 receivers left side. Bryce Young dropping back, looking, fires one. Not able to get it complete there to Terrace Marshall. Now a 3rd and 9. Sanders in the backfield. You see Stinson showing some pressure. Bryce Young going to air it out for Mingo again, and he does get that one. Mingo with room to run. Jalen Johnson fortunately able to avoid Hunter Henry, bring down Jonathan Mingo, but another long catch and run for this Panthers offense, man. And it has not been a great day at the office for anyone on this defense, except for Cam Thomas, honestly. He's really done his thing. Zaven Collins does have the interception, but in run defense, he also has been pretty lackluster, as now a 2nd and 5 here. Gonna look right side. Noah Brown, Jalen Johnson not able to quite get there on time. He holds on to the ball now at the 12-yard line in a 2nd and 10. Bryce Young gets the pass. He's looking to roll out, not able to. Juan Drummond there alongside BJ Ojolari, Cam Wilhelm in there as well, forcing a 3rd and 15, and they're going to hang their corners back, going to protect the sticks, don't want to give up anything to the end zone, and Wilhelm and Zaven Collins there to bring down Miles Sanders on the screen, but the field goal does push it back to a 4-possession game. 25 points, 38-13, with just over a minute left in this third quarter, as Glenn Roberts again overthrowing his target. Rashad Bateman looked like he had a path to the end zone. Doesn't matter here. Now he's going to look for Rashad Bateman. And man, you can't make this stuff up. Roberts missing Rashad Bateman for the 2nd straight play when he would have had plenty of real estate to work with. Now 3rd and 10, looking for Rashad Bateman, and he overthrows him for the 3rd straight play, forcing a 4th down and forcing a punt for Arizona, as Jalen Thompson gets a big hit on Miles Sanders. Gain of 5 there for the Panthers running back. Now here we are, Bryce Young taking it from under center, rolling out to his right, looking, and he's gonna find Mingo again. Lewis Cine looked like he had some tracking of it, not able to quite get the depth needed to make that play happen, and that is going to do it here for the 3rd quarter. Panthers still in very easy control of this game, 38-13. Although Arizona did outscore them 7-3 in that 3rd quarter, doesn't mean much when you give up 35 in the first 2. Now here we are, first play out of the break from the end of the quarter. Gonna look for Miles Sanders, ends up sailing it over his head. Nothing doing on 2nd down, so here we are, 3rd and 10. Arizona's defense trying to get off the field here. Finds Jonathan Mingo, hold up. He tries to move his feet. Fortunately, not able to quite get enough for that first, but the field goal pushes it now to a 28-point game. It's 41-13 as Glenn Roberts, very, very scary scenes there, as it looked like Brian Burns may have been able to make a play on that ball. He doesn't. Keeps the drive alive. 2nd and 10. Roberts trying to roll out. Going to go ahead and hit Antonio Gibson, who gets a good block. Gain of 9 now to the 34-yard line. Glenn Roberts shockingly over 300 yards in this game now. 3rd and 1. Roberts gonna look left side. It's Rondale Moore. Look at the timing on that. That's exactly what we need to see from Roberts, finding Rondale Moore on the out route. Now at the 47-yard line, they're going to hurry things up. Roberts trying to find something. He finds Rashad Bateman, who takes a big hit from Jordan Hicks, but holds on to the ball for a gain of 5. Now his 4th catch of the game, 2nd and 5. Roberts looking, Trey McBride on the right side, and he's able to get it up to the 18-yard line. Very, very good on Roberts to find McBride there, who was wide open, and as he should find him, as Elijah Higgins gonna take the short drag route into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And, the comeback might be on, as it's now a 21-point game, 41-20. 7 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Gonna hand off Miles Sanders. Sanders nowhere to really go. Gonna be dropped after a gain of just 2. Sanders 10 for 129 and a touchdown. Of course, did have that 96-yard touchdown run. As gonna hand off Sanders again, and Sanders has a block. Jalen Thompson able to fortunately trip him up, because without that, it was gonna be another house call. Now 2nd and 10 here later in the drive at the 45-yard line. Bryce Young under center, going to hand off. Cam Wilhelm in there immediately to drop Sanders for a loss of 2. 3rd and 12. Clock still continuing to tick down. 4:35. Bryce Young going to give it. This time it's Chuba Hubbard, and Hubbard only gets a gain of 1, forcing the Panthers punt. And Arizona back on the field, man, the longest of odds to try to make it back into this game. Roberts going to look deep. It's Claypool he's trying to go after, but in double coverage, not able to get anything there. It's 2nd and 10. And now here we are, 2 receivers to the right side. Davis Price in the game in the backfield. Roberts going to be hit. Fortunately, does get the ball away. Could have been really, really bad. Now 3rd and 10. Not much progress being made on this drive so far. Going to bring McBride across the formation, and he's on a drag route here, trying to just spread this defense out a little bit. Roberts looking deep. It's Rondale Moore, and he's not able to put it in a place where it needed to be. Bringing up a 4th and 10, and at this point in the game, you kind of have to go for it. Not ideal circumstances. You would hope Roberts can make something happen, as he's going to roll out trying to buy some time, as he throws and it's intercepted again. Byron Jones this time. There is a flag on the play, as Roberts was hit hard, and it looks like initial call is that it's on Carolina, and they are going to get Frankie Louvu for roughing the passer, setting up an automatic 1st down for the Cardinals, giving them just keeping those slim hopes alive. Roberts going to roll out. Brian Burns, of course, we know how speedy he is in pursuit, and he's going to force Roberts down after a gain of just 3. Now here we are on 2nd and 7. Glenn Roberts looking, has time, going deep. It's Rondale Moore again, though, double coverage, man. And the Carolina Panthers have played a hell of a defensive football game this time around. Roberts looking, KJ Hamler this time. Nothing doing. The rookie Eric Childress there on the field, as it looks like they're trying to go ahead and get some snaps to some backup guys. And the quick pass to Michael Wilson is complete on 4th and 7. Really good job from him there. 1st and 10 now. 2:24 left here in this game. Roberts looking left side. Michael Wilson, and he overthrows him. Stop me if you've heard that one once before, or twice, or maybe 9 or 10 times this game. But here we are, 2nd and 10, finds McBride on the shallow cross. Now 3rd and 5, and Roberts steadily approaching that 400-yard barrier. When you're down so much so early and you're forced to pass, your numbers tend to look a little more inflated. But now after the 2-minute warning, 3rd and 5, Roberts, 2 receivers each side. Davis Price in the backfield alongside him. Gonna take the snap, gonna look deep for Rashad Bateman. Bateman gets the ball and he gets out of bounds at the 3-yard line, gets it over Xavier Woods there, setting up the Cardinals for what should hopefully be an easy couple of points. And Roberts going to find Bateman again, and they're going to say that he gets over the line. Cannot complain here if you're Arizona. Rashad Bateman, I mean, we knew he was always money for a touchdown. Able to get open off the press immediately, able to extend that ball just over the line as you see. Holds on to it through the big contact, and now an onside kick ensuing for the Cardinals. Tommy Townsend kicks it, not going to be able to make anything happen there, recovered by Carolina, and they're going to have the ball back. Minute 49 remaining, just past midfield. And at just a 14-point game with all 3 timeouts, this game's still very much a game. Got to make a stop here. You cannot allow even a field goal if you're Carolina, as a 3-possession game under 2 minutes is just it's borderline impossible. But a good stop there from the Cardinals sees a 3rd and 14. Now they're going to give it to Sanders again, who again is stuffed for no gain by B.J. Ojulari quickly off the edge. And after the punt now, 80 yards between the Cardinals and the end zone. Roberts looking deep. It's Rashad Bateman knocked away Dante Jackson. That was the 50th pass attempt of the game for Glenn Roberts. Here we are, 3rd and 10, minute 24 to go here in this ball game. Rondale Moore being brought in motion. You see he's looking pretty tired, but he's going to go out for a deep route, and he's going to look for Rashad Bateman on the left side, hauled in. Beats Dante Jackson, able to accelerate past him for the big gain. Now still time continues to move. Rondale Moore going to get this one. Good pass there from Glenn Roberts, setting up a 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Time continuing to tick down. Glenn Roberts looking for Rashad Bateman, who had Dante Jackson beat off the line, and he throws it out of the back of the end zone. 2nd and goal now at the 5-yard line, 19 seconds remaining. Antonio Gibson checked in, doesn't matter. He's going to hit KJ Hamler, his first touchdown of the season, and it all comes down to this, the onside kick. It's a 7-point ball game after being down by 29 earlier in the game, and you see it hit the Panthers player, but he recovers it anyway, and that is your ball game. Arizona's late furious rally comes up short. Carolina holds on for the 41-34 win. Frank Reich loves it. Can't love this performance if you're the Cardinals, as a staff, as a team, as a fan. And yes, you know, when you look at the box score, it's going to say that it was just a 7-point game, but Carolina had control of this game basically from the opening kickoff. 28 points in that second quarter allowed to Carolina. And with a 7-point deficit, a 7-point loss, it really makes you think, you know, had we not thrown that interception right before the half, gifting Carolina another touchdown, may have been a different ball game. But instead, it was the one that we played. Glenn Roberts, 26 of 55, over 500 yards, 4 touchdowns, but 3 killer interceptions. Bryce Young, 16 to 28, 4 touchdowns, had 2 picks of his own, but he was very, very efficient leading this offense. Miles Sanders, 141 yards on 16 carries and a touchdown. Of course, when you go down so many points so quickly, hard to get that run game established. Very poor performance from the running backs in this game. From Ty Davis Price. Antonio Gibson had his game was a little bit better. Rashad Bateman, 7 for 223 and a score, and Jonathan Mingo, who we highlighted knowing he was going to be their top guy, 6 for 199 and a score. Just not something that you can let happen, man. Mingo is not even one of the best receivers in the league, not by a long shot, and this Cardinals defense made him seem as if he's, a multi-time Pro Bowler and All-Pro. Just unacceptable all around. Definitely going to have words from head coach Mike White on the flight back to Carolina. Lewis Cine, of course, not able to complete his breakout And now in week 10, we are going to take on the Buffalo Bills. The slate is not getting any easier. You know, we had the Panthers, of course, who we just lost to. We got the Bills this week. And with the Rams and Seahawks on tap, 2 divisional matchups, you know, again, we understand their records, 3-5 for the Rams, 2-7 for Seattle. But when it comes to those divisional games, you just never know. And it's going to be an interesting one. This should be a good bounce back spot. We should see what this team is really, really made of. You know, lost early in week 1 to the Bears, lost in week 2 to the Dolphins, a nail biter against the Patriots, who are not a good team. They didn't have anyone that could threaten vertically on that roster, and we still nearly walked away with that one from that one with a loss. And again, the big loss to the Jets, now a big loss here to Carolina. Again, 7-point loss, I understand, but just a bad ball game all around. But we'll certainly be hoping for more from this team next week out. Going to see if they truly have the heart to contend this year with those roster improvements. Shocking that, you know, the team has kind of taking a turn the way that they have this season, but we'll get back into that next video. Be sure to like and subscribe should you feel so inclined. Thank you as always for all the love and support. Have a great rest of your day, and peace.